Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee. It's nice and hot. I need it. My gosh. So, you know what to do. Listen, there's a lot that we got to talk about. And the first thing that I want to talk about is this. This is unbelievable when I say this, okay? This is happening in Chicago so far, I'll say that. There's over 50 public, private, and nonprofit organizations that have teamed up to announce a major initiative that supports shared mobility options as the preferred transportation choice over private cars. Yeah, they don't want you driving anymore. They don't want you driving your cars. I know. Yeah, I'm not giving up my car. Sorry, not sorry. And so this shared mobility action agenda, there's always an agenda, was announced at the 2022 National Shared Mobility Summit, which aims to make shared mobility more convenient, practical, accessible, affordable, and available than private cars by 2030. 2030. Agenda 2030. So the Shared Mobility Network plans to release the first version of its agenda this summer. The agenda. Do you hear that word? It's just repeated over and over and over again. Agenda. So the network's immediate goal is to continue growing the number of participating organizations, which currently include the Shared Use Mobility Center, the Coalition for Reimagined Mobility, the Southwest Pennsylvania Commission, VIA, and Full Path Transit Technology. Yeah. Shame, know your name. So, here's another fire coming at you. So, oh, goodness gracious me. Unbelievable. Have you ever in your lifetime heard of this many fires? I didn't think so. So this facility produced body armor, ballistic vests, protective clothing, and flak jackets. And that flak is F-L-A-K. A fire broke out at a protective fabrics manufacturing plant in Spring Hope, North Carolina. And according to officials, the blaze began at JHRG Manufacturing around 11:30 p.m. on Saturday. Although several agencies gained control of the fire, walls crumbled, and officials said the fire destroyed the building. Now, JHRG makes body armor and ballistic vests and protective clothing and has produced flak jackets for the U.S. military. I'm not even going to say what I want to say. I'm really not. Because my mouth gets me into trouble too many times. So there's a video in the link in the article. So watch that, okay? It shows massive smoke clouds and flames consuming the facility. And according to the owner of the business, the building was closed for the weekend and no one was inside. What does that smell like? Yeah, that's what I said. So here's this, okay? An ER doctor says that he is treating infants at risk of life-threatening seizures now after they consumed diluted baby formula and urges parents not to take a risk with homemade versions. Now, I know what you're going to say. Myself, because of what's going on with the baby formula, okay, if you can't get your hands on the baby formula, don't dilute the baby formula, okay, because that can cause malnutrition, all right? Now, as for the DIY baby formulas, okay, these DIY baby formulas, in my opinion, these DIY baby formulas have been out for decades. People are using them. They have been using them for decades. No harm, no foul. As long as you're using all organic stuff, it's not. I'm going to shut up. All right. The link is in the description box below. I'm not going to get my arse in trouble. So, on to this. Okay. Powdered milk. We all have powdered milk in our pantries. I have a boatload of it only because of the kids, okay? And plus I use it for cooking. So there's limited quantities of organic milk powder that's finally back in stock, okay? So if you're looking for it, it's back in stock, which is a good thing. You know, because I know for a while there it was what's the words I'm looking for? Slim pickings, I guess you can say, right on. And this organic, powdered milk can be found at a Brighteon store, and that's BRIGHTEON. Okay, and I'm gonna put the pictures up. All right. The link is also on the picture. You can, I'm sure you can find your way there. I've never visited this store, so I can't say, yes, I know exactly what to do. You know what I mean? It's Health Ranger Select Organic Grass-Fed non-fat milk powder. So I will put those pictures up for you right now. It's just of the article, but just so you have reference. Here you go. Okay, now on to this. When I saw this, I said, oh boy, because I know that our Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, he tried to do this, but it was only for politicians that it was in effect for. And it's because, like when he was speaking about the Rona and the arm candy and stuff like that, a video that he had done while doing a press conference, it was taken down by the YouTube gods because they said that it was medical misinformation. And he's like, wait a minute, I'm the governor of Florida. I'm speaking on statistics. You can't take that down. I'm speaking on, things that are actually real. What's going on in my state? What's wrong with you? So he had passed a law. And so now listen to this. Texas residents, okay, so this is for actual civilians. So this is good on you, for this happening. Texas residents can now sue Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So listen up. For allegedly censoring their content after a federal appeals court sided Wednesday with the state's law restricting how social media sites can moderate their platforms. The 15-word ruling allowing the law, which had been blocked last year, to take effect has significant potential consequences. Most immediately, it creates new legal risks for the tech giants and opens them up to possible wave of litigation that legal experts say would be most costly and difficult to defend. Because you guys know, all right, what happens when you go and you try and leave a comment on one of my videos or somebody else's videos, because I've gotten the emails. I've got the proof. My comments kept getting deleted, so I'm just emailing you my comment, and this is what I said. I didn't say anything wrong. Yeah, I know. I know you didn't. It's not even controversial what you said. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay? So, now if you live in Texas, you can actually go after them. See? So on to this. Okay, this is an email that came in, and she said, I'm watching an interview on ADAP 2030, and Mr. Dubine, and that's D-U-B-Y-N-E, Mr. Dubine's source is a contractor who is a Walmart buyer, and his or her contract is not being renewed, and told him that in about 6 months or so, there won't be any goods to sell anyway. So the date of the interview was May 14th. Most of my purchases there are food from Wisconsin and Northern Illinois, but I'm sad about the future lack of plastic crap. Stop. But still. Okay, so they told him in 6 months or so there's not going to be goods to sell anyways. All right, y'all. So you know what? We got about 6 months. We got 6 months from right now. Get your shite in order. Get your houses in order. Do not wait any longer. Get your payday preps. Get your inventory in order. You know that I use Prepper Nerd's inventory system. His link is in the description box below. Get your inventory in order so you know what you have, what you don't have, where your gaps are at. Get your inventory in order. Do not wait. Do not be lackadaisical. Because you know what it's like when you're lackadaisical and then you go and you look for something. You're like, oh my God, I have no idea. Listen to me. Get your stuff in order now. All right? Right here, 6 months from a Walmart contractor. There's not going to be anything left on the shelves anyway. My God. Get your inventory in order. Get your gaps filled in. Get your antibiotics. The link to Chase is in the description box below. Okay? Get your survival tactic gear. Because you don't know what's going to happen next, especially with this invasion. You don't know if they're coming here. Get your supplies now. I'm just saying. The links are always in the description box below, okay? You've known me for how long? You know I would never steer you in the wrong direction. Holy sh... Man alive. And you know, I was just in my pantry, okay? Because I said to Sean, my husband, I said to him the other day, because I'll have to show you what's going on with my hydroponics. Okay, my pepper plants, you should see my one cucumber plant is literally vining up in the window. My pepper plants are so big, I have to repot them. And here, I'll show you. So I had to go and I went on Amazon to get this other light so I can repot and leave my plants in the house. And it's this, okay? You can hook it up to a table, all right? Plug it in. I'll leave the link in the description box below for you guys if you want to buy these lamps. It was like $34 or something like that, all right? And it's like, I'm going to call them spider legs, all right? And you can move them about. There's 5 of them, and they're bendy, okay? Now, these things, you know, are going to cover a good amount of space for your plants. Now, you know me. I didn't just buy one. Right on. But my plants are so big that they don't fit no more in my hydroponics. So I had to buy new pots with, you know, the planter saucers, you know, for the pots, the saucers to catch the water, you know, so it doesn't make a mess in the house, because I'm going to leave my plants in the house. And I said to Sean, my husband, I said, we have to redo the pantry. He's like, are you kidding me? He goes, we just did that whole... I said, listen, I said, I have to put my plants in there. I said, look at them. And he goes, your cucumber plant is vining up the window. I said, yeah. So, because I can't do it outside anymore. I can't. It's just, it kills my back, you know, and plus not just that. Over the past couple of years, with the vine borers and everything else, and no matter what I used to kill those darn pests, it came back with a vengeance. So I'm leaving them in the house. I don't care. So I told Sean, I said, we have to revamp the pantry. And Andrew's closet in his old bedroom is big enough that I could put the plants in there with the lamps, okay? And I could put like shelving inside that closet with the plants up there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll have my vegetable garden in the closet. I don't care. You know, I'm not, you know, I have to do what I have to do, you know? So I would build myself a hydroponic garden, but I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. I haven't studied it enough to build my own. So I don't want to do that and then mess something up. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to repot my pepper plants. When I tell you, they're about 2 feet high. Yeah. So, and I don't want them to get sick in there from not having enough room to grow. So anyways, ooh, Madonna me. Onto this. This came from the UK. My favorite gal pal in the UK. I swear I love this girl. She says, I have some updates for you regarding the outbreaks of the monkeypox. I heard it's spreading here. Great. When I was talking to Dawn Marie, she said that there's a few cases, I think she said in Jersey and Pensy. So she said, and I'm wondering if this is going to be the next thing we need to be keeping an eye on. Yeah, it is. Is it a scare tactic? It could be. I'm not going to sit here and say, don't worry about it. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and, you know, tell you one thing and then it ends up being something else. And then you say, well, you said. I'm not going to do that, you know. So then she goes on to say, as at the moment, they don't know how it's spreading. They say one thing and then they turn around. It's like circle back Jen. They do, you know, they don't know how it's spreading, but yet in one article they're saying, well, it's only spreading in the LGBTQ community. And now they're saying, well, we don't know how it's spreading. Okay, well, you just said it was this way, and now you're saying now you don't know? All right, didn't they do that with the Rona? Yeah, okay. So, as most of the cases are gay and bisexual men, it is thought to be spreading through sexual contact. This is ridiculous. They did this with the AIDS epidemic. Remember that? I mean, come on. Man, they can't blame everything on the LGBTQ community. They really can't. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. They can't pinpoint that like that and say, it's your fault. No, it's not. So with regard to the UK cases, another 2 cases have been reported today, bringing the total to 9 so far. I'll leave links for you guys, okay? It's also been reported today that there's outbreaks in Spain and Portugal. In Spain, there's 23 people showing symptoms. Portugal, there's 5 cases with a further 15 suspected. Also, in the U.S., 6 Americans are being monitored after they shared a flight with the UK patient 0. If there's a patient 0 on a plane, why don't you fly that person independently? Oh, okay. She said she emailed me the other day about the first UK patient who had traveled back from Nigeria. So far, there's no confirmed cases in the U.S. There is now, because Dawn Marie was telling me about this like a half an hour ago. Uffa Madonna mia. Oh. I swear. I can't. It's getting to be too much. On to this. All right, you know Billy Boy with that bio milk. Now, this guy I don't know what's wrong with his brain. All right. They want samples. All right. What are they going to do? Get on a megaphone and say, calling all women. They want samples of our breast milk so they can study it to make a better product. What's wrong with you? I'm going to say this right now. Please, no one in this community do this, okay? Don't give in to this devil that he is, all right? This man, there's something wrong with his head. Something wrong with him. All right, Amati. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.